Group 3 assignment number 1. Chapter 1, number 3, number 8. Number 3. Decide whether each of the statements is true or false. The discrepancy between the measured value of the current in an electrical circuit and the value before the measurement system an ammeter was inserted in the circuit is bigger than the logic. Case 1, the resistance of the meter. Case 2, the resistance of the circuit. So the answer is B, where the case 1 is true and case 2 is false. Number 8, explain what is meant by calibration standards having to be nationalized. 1. To ensure readings from an instrument are consistent with the other measurements. 2. To determine the accuracy of the instrument readings. 3. To establish the reliability of the instrument that can be trusted.
So for the number 13 of chapter 1, we need to find the maximum hysteresis error as a percentage of the full scale range. So by the given data of the increasing input with the millivolts as a unit, we have standard millivolts is 1, 2.934. For voltmeter, 1, 1.9, 2.94. For the decreasing input, standard millivolts, this is 3, 2, 0, 2.0, 1.0, and 0. Voltmeter, 3, 2.1, 1.1, and 0. So for the formula of hysteresis, it's the increasing minimum y minus the decreasing midpoint y over the y max minus y min times 100. So by inputting the data, we can get the 5%.
So for chapter number 2, it's about instrumentation system elements. So this chapter discusses the sensor, signal, processors, and data representation elements commonly used in engineering. The term sensor is used for an element which produces a signal relating for the element that takes the output from the sensor and converts it into a form which is suitable for data presentation. Data presentation is where the data is displayed, recorded, or transmitted to some control system. So for question number 3, we are to select the output form which is concerned with a sensor, a diaphragm pressure cell which has an input of a change in pressure difference between two sides. The answer is letter A, displacement.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Edward James Hoves. I'm going to discuss about the problem 9. The change in resistance of an electrical resistance strain gauge with a gauge factor of 2.0 and resistance of 50 ohms when subject to a strain of 0.001 is letter D, 0.1 ohm.
A Wheatstone bridge, when used as a signal processing element, can have an input of a change in resistance and output of a voltage.